Enjoy a narrated virtual tour of ordnance and unmanned aircraft exhibited in the National Air and Space Museum's Steven F Udvar-Hazy Center. The Fritz X, also known as the Röhrstahl X-1, was a German precision-guided, armor-piercing bomb used with deadly effect against Allied ships in the Mediterranean in World War II. The bomb was dropped from an aircraft, then guided by an operator using a joystick and transmitter. The German HS-117 Schmetterling Butterfly was the anti-aircraft missile that came closest to deployment during World War II. An operator using a telescopic sight and joystick guided the missile by radio control. Germany developed the HS-293 air-launched glide bomb in World War II for use against ships or ground targets. It was assisted by a 10-second rocket burn while a bombardier guided the missile by means of a joystick and radio control. The Rheinmaiden RI was an experimental German two-stage anti-aircraft missile tested in the last years of World War II. The missile was test-fired 82 times, but the project was canceled on February 6, 1945. The Loon was an American copy of the World War II German pulse-jet-powered V-1 buzz bomb, designed to carry a 2,200-pound high-explosive warhead to a range of 150 miles and could be launched from the ground, ships, or from an aircraft. The air-breathing pulse-jet motor is the long tube at the rear. The Loon provided invaluable experience to U.S. Navy and Army Air Force personnel in the handling of missiles. In the Soviet Union, this missile was called the Dvina. In the West, it was known by its NATO code name SA-2 Guideline, SA meaning surface to air. It became operational in 1959 and was acquired by all Soviet client states and is still used today. This guideline, meant for export, is mounted on a transporter and requires a separate launcher. In 1960, an SA-2 downed the American U-2 spy plane piloted by Francis Gary Powers. Pathfinder Plus is a high-altitude, solar-powered, unmanned experimental aircraft intended to explore the possibilities of unlimited-duration, high-altitude reconnaissance. It has a carbon fiber main spar and is covered with a polymer skin and silicon solar cells that power 8 electric motors. The most historic use of the Predator-Hellfire missile combination occurred when CIA ground forces directed attacks against al-Qaeda forces during the opening months of the War on Terrorism. This General Atomic MQ-1 Predator was one of the first 3 UAVs to fly operational missions over Afghanistan after the 9/11 terrorist attack, flying a total of 196 combat missions in Afghanistan. It was the first Predator to fire the Hellfire missile and the first UAV to fire Hellfire missiles in combat. Links to other narrated virtual tours in this series are located in the description section below this video. I hope you enjoyed this narrated virtual tour of ordnance and unmanned aircraft displayed in the Steven F Udvar-Hazy Center of the National Air and Space Museum. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can visit the museum in Chantilly, Virginia, outside of Washington, D.C. It is free to visit, but there is a $15 parking fee. Here are YouTube suggested links on similar topics that you may enjoy.